Welcome. I am Dr. Thomas Gerber, one of the associate editors of Mayo Clinic Proceedings. To be respectful of your time and your interests, I'll once more separate my monthly multimedia summary into different parts. We'd still be curious to know if you would prefer a longer, single-part version. Any thoughts would be much appreciated. You could contact us by email, Facebook, or Twitter. For a variety of reasons, comments on our YouTube channel are disabled. In this first part, I will focus on the articles that our editor-in-chief, Dr. William Lanier, has selected as Editor's Choice and Highlights for the July 2014 issue of our journal. The second part will reflect the remaining articles on the front page of our July 2014 issue. The third and final part will discuss the online-only features on our website in July 2014 and give you a preview of the August 2014 issue. This month's Editor's Choice is the brief report, Remission of Disseminated Cancer After Systemic Oncolytic Virotherapy, by Dr. Stephen Russell and colleagues from Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. This study provides the first well-documented case of a patient with disseminated multiple myeloma who experienced complete remission at all disease sites after administration of an engineered measles virus that is selectively destructive to myeloma plasma cells. This article was already published online in May and has received considerable media coverage. The accompanying editorial, Taming Measles Virus to Create an Effective Cancer Therapeutic, was authored by Dr. John Bell from the Ottawa Hospital Research Institute in Ottawa, Canada. The author provides an overview of the field of oncolytic virotherapy, outlines why and how the measles virus vector in question was developed, what other oncolytic viruses are currently under development, and what next steps are needed to realize the clinical potential of this new class of therapeutics. One of this month's featured highlights is the original article, The Outbreaks Associated with Drug Diversion by U.S. Healthcare Personnel, authored by Drs. Melissa Schaefer and Joseph Pertz from the Centers for Disease Control in Atlanta, Georgia. The authors point out that in 6 outbreaks over a 10-year period beginning in 2004, healthcare professionals stealing or tampering with their patients' medications potentially exposed nearly 30,000 patients to bloodborne pathogens. The accompanying editorial, Bloodstream Infection Outbreaks Related to Opioid-Diverting Healthcare Workers, a cost-benefit analysis of prevention and detection programs, was authored by Drs. Keith Berg and William Lanier from Mayo Clinic in Rochester. Dr. Berg is a member-at-large of the editorial board, and Dr. Lanier, of course, is the editor-in-chief of Mayo Clinic Proceedings. The authors strongly emphasize why and how facilities must quickly and effectively investigate when a drug diversion is suspected to limit the number of patients that are potentially exposed to harm. The second featured highlight in our July 2014 issue is the original article, Treatment Discontinuations with New Oral Anticoagulants for Long-Term Anticoagulation. Insights from a meta-analysis of 18 randomized trials, including 100,001 patients, by Dr. Sourav Chatterjee from St. Luke's Roosevelt Hospital Center in New York, and colleagues from several other national healthcare institutions. The authors found that in 18 randomized controlled trials, drug discontinuation rates for new oral anticoagulants such as apixaban, dabigatran, or rivaroxaban were not significantly different from those for conventional drugs in the treatment of venous thromboembolism or pulmonary embolism and the prevention of stroke in patients with atrial fibrillation. Drug discontinuation rates were higher, though, for new oral anticoagulants given for acute coronary syndromes. The third featured highlight in our July 2014 issue is the concise review for clinicians, Parkinson's disease in hospitals and nursing facilities, Avoiding Pitfalls, written by Dr. Eric Alscock. The author discusses why and how prolonged hospital stays, falls with injuries, fainting, or declining motor function may result from failure to anticipate common problems. Familiarity of the staff with Parkinson's disease and especially carbidopa-levodopa dosing and dynamics may prevent such problems and streamline hospital and nursing home care. This concludes the first portion of my summary for July 2014.
We hope you found this presentation from the content of Mayo Clinic Proceedings valuable. Our journal's mission is to promote the best interests of patients by advancing the knowledge and professionalism of the physician community. If you are interested in more information about us, our homepage is www.mayoclinicproceedings.org. There you will find access information for our social media content, such as additional videos on our YouTube channel or journal updates on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter. More information about healthcare at Mayo Clinic is available at www.mayoclinic.com. This video content is copyrighted by Mayo Foundation for Medical Education and Research.